What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. I'm going to focus in on the preliminary U.S. Olympic roster, the 48 guys named to camp in D.C. They won't be skating there, but they'll be there for team building activity and all that happy stuff. I'm going to break it down player by player and take my 13 forwards, 7 defensemen, and 3 goalies if I was picking the Olympic team, and plus position battles you're going to see. One thing I do want to say is I like that USA Hockey's been playing a ton of young kids. Trouba, Jones, and John Gibson have not played a game in the National Hockey League at all. I think they haven't combined one game in the AHL, but they combined for the gold medal at the World Juniors last year. And I think that bringing them to camp, they may not make the team, but having them there, young blood, let them know that they keep an eye on them. And same thing goes for Bukestad and even Galchenyuk, who was great as a rookie. But without further ado, my forwards in order, alphabetical order. I'm going to break down if I think we'll be on the team or not. Justin Abdelkader, I don't see it. Bottom 6 forward, maybe. David Backes, absolutely on the team. Bo Bennett, probably not. Biles won't being a coach, maybe get some extra look. Bukestad, thanks for coming. Dustin Brown, Ryan Callahan, absolutely. Galchenyuk, maybe. Pat Kane, Kessel, absolutely. Trevor Lewis, maybe. Pozo, possibly. Oshie, I guess. I mean, I've never been a TJ Oshie fan, so I like him as a player, but I think he's moderately overrated. Max Pacioretty, yes. Kyle Palmieri, I don't see it. Zach Parise, absolutely. Pavelski, Bobby Ryan, same thing. Brandon Saad, maybe. Craig Smith, I don't see it. Stastny, his play's regressed since 2010. I really don't see it. Stepan, yes. I'd have him center on the first line, but that's a different story for as we get closer to the Olympics. JVR, absolutely. Blake Wheeler, maybe. So my 13 forwards are Backes, Brown, Callahan, Kane, Kessel, Pacioretty, Parise, Pavelski, Ryan, Stepan, Van Riemsdyk. This was a battle for the 13th forward. I mean, between Galchenyuk, Wheeler, and I guess, maybe a bottom 6 I'd take Saad or Trevor Lewis, who used to play. I mean, they both won Stanley Cups the last 2 years. Maybe. I mean, something to keep an eye on. I mean, Abdelkader there possibly, too, as your 13th forward. Defenseman, Zach Bogosian, maybe. Same with Dustin Byfuglien. Even though Byfuglien will get a look, even though he's 300 pounds, it's hard to miss, because he can play both forward and defense, so that's kind of an asset you want in a short tournament. John Carlson, absolutely. Danny DeKeyser, nope. Justin Folk, he's on the bubble. Cam Fowler, same thing. Jake Gardner, same thing. Eric Johnson, much like his Colorado Avalanche teammate Paul Stastny, don't see it. His play's regressed too much in the last 4 years. Jack Johnson, I got him there. Seth Jones, interesting case. We'll see. Nick Leddy, thanks for coming. I like him as a player. I don't think he's making this team. Paul Martin, same thing. Maybe Biles won't be in the coach, gets him an extra look. Ryan McDonough, absolutely. He'll be the most important defenseman, I think. Brooks Orpik, I think so. He's on the bubble. Kevin Shattenkirk, absolutely. Suda, absolutely. Jacob Trouba, thanks for coming. Like I said, that we talked about earlier. And Keith Yandel, so absolutely. Yeah, Yandel's a lock. Masshole. So I take Carlson, Jack Johnson, McDonough, Shattenkirk, Suter, and Keith Yandel. Those are 6 defensemen. The battle for the 7th spot. Orpik, Seth Jones, and Fowler, and Folk. One of those guys. I mean, Orpik, I think I'd kind of err on taking him. I mean, I'd lean towards him solely because he's done it before. He was on the silver medal winning team in 2010. He's won a Stanley Cup. He's adept. There's a lot of puck moving guys. You need a guy that can clear the crease in crunch time. But maybe Seth Jones does that. Is more effective and younger and faster. But that's something to keep in mind. That'd be an interesting battle. So 13th forward, 7th defenseman. Obviously the 2 best things to watch, and I'll do the lines later on. I've done my early line, but I mean I still think Colin Wilson, Nashville Predators forward, could play as well on the team. But the goalies, Craig Anderson, possibly. John Gibson, thanks for coming. Obviously that's I think it was smart to bring him along. Jimmy Howard, maybe that's another possibility. Ryan Miller, sentimental reasons you want him on. Struggled at times since 2010. John Quick, absolutely. He's your number 1, your Conn Smythe winner. If you're going to win the gold medal, you're going to be riding him. And Corey Schneider, same thing. I give Quick and I guess Anderson. And then you got 3 goalies going off the 3rd spot. You got Howard, you got Miller, and you got Schneider. So that's something to keep an eye on too. But anyway, so it's going to be interesting. Canada's going to be the same battle. The star is going to be there. It's a matter of how they fit into the team, how's this team going to be built. I think there's going to be a lot of speed and skill solely because the ice surface is larger. You don't need as much grit and tenacity when you did in the North American ice surface in Vancouver. So a lot could change between now and February, but that pretty much be the team I'll take over, and then sort the lines out later. Let Bilesma take care of all that. I'm the front office guy. I make the personnel moves. The coaches do the X's and O's. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on my early breakdown of the U.S. preliminary Olympic roster. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the off season and beyond. Later, guys.